Beauty 101 has to include skincare, so we asked a leading dermatologist to give us the 411 on how to stay looking young. Please welcome Dr. Victoria Barbosa. Hi, Dr. Barbosa.
Hello,
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so what are the biggest things that people complain about when they come and see you?
I get 3 questions every single day.
Ooh.
Number 1, how do I prevent aging or reverse some of the signs of aging?
Okay.
Number 2, I'm X years old and I'm still dealing with acne. Help me keep from breaking out.
Okay.
And number 3, unwanted pigmentation, whether from sunspots or acne marks that have been left behind, how to even out the skin tone.
Right. You know, a lot of adults suffer from adult acne. You know, you may not have to deal with it in your younger years, but you don't want to feel like you have to deal with that in your adult years.
People joke about needing anti-acne and anti-aging products at the same time.
Right. Well, already since we started this show to now, I feel like I've aged on TV. So give us, you have some products that people can use to help us kind of slow the process down. Obviously, you can't eliminate aging.
Absolutely. So I like to talk about key ingredients. It can be very overwhelming to walk into the store and see so many brands and so many products. So I'm going to focus on 3 key ingredients to add one by one to your skincare routine.
Okay.
Now, of course, I'm a dermatologist, so the sunscreen goes without saying. I know you all know that
year,
already.
though, doctor?
Absolutely.
Really?
The sun is out, the sunscreen is on.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I only put it on in the summertime.
Yeah,
I never really
Until
think
today.
Until
today.
Right.
Okay, starting tomorrow, you use it every day.
Okay,
and
yes, doctor.
that includes people of color as well. Both, of course, to minimize the risk of skin cancer, but also to keep your skin looking youthful.
Okay.
All right, so what is this first product we have?
The first ingredient to look for is retinol, okay? Retinol is derived from vitamin A, and what it does is keep the skin cells turning over, so the texture and tone at the surface are wonderful, but equally importantly, it protects your collagen and your elastic fibers in that second layer of skin to keep everything where it belongs, to keep the skin youthful.
Okay.
So retinol is the first ingredient to add, and we usually use those at night.
Okay, but not during the day. Okay, all these contain different...
The first 2 products are retinol products, and what I've done for each ingredient is demonstrate a more value-priced product, more in the $10 to $20 range, and then a more high-end or luxury product, and those retinols can run in the $40 to $80 range.
Okay, and which one of these products is it? That's the value on the end, and then it progresses up to the more expensive brand.
So the first 2 products are retinols. The Rock is a value-priced product, and the...
L'Oreal?
No, the Dermadoctor. Sorry, I couldn't see that. The Dermadoctor retinol is a 0.1% retinol, which is a little bit higher end, more expensive product.
Now, is too much bad, though?
Too much is irritating.
Right.
So it is important to ease in. Maybe start by using the product every other night and put a moisturizer on over it so that your skin doesn't dry out too much.
Okay, now I actually know people in their 20s that are starting to do Botox. Is that?
And fillers.
Yeah, is that? I mean, as a dermatologist, what do you think of that?
So everybody ages differently, and how you look is really a combination of both chronological aging, your genetics, and also photo aging. So believe it or not, there are people in their 20s, in the later 20s usually, who've had wrinkles start to set in. So sometimes we will use low doses of Botox to help prevent wrinkles from setting in. And then, of course, as people get older, we can use higher concentrations to give a smooth and natural look, but not that Botox face, which is bad.
Yeah, that L.A.
where you can't move. You want your face to be able to move.
Right,
we also,
exactly.
We have a viewer's question, so here, take a look at this, doctor.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Dana from Sugar Grove. I never had acne as a teenager, but when I turned 40, it showed up. And is there anything special I can do to get rid of it, make it go away? What causes it? That's my question today.
Great question. So we don't really know why women are seeing pimples later and later in life. It's very common to not have acne in the teens and early 20s, but suddenly to break out in the 30s and 40s. So there are really 3 over-the-counter ingredients to look for. There's salicylic acid, which breaks up the dead skin cells and unclogs the pores. There's benzoyl peroxide, which works against the bacteria that cause the acne. And then there's sulfur, an old-school ingredient that really helps to dry up the skin skin, control the oil, and also to unclog the pores.
Is it the bacteria maybe from makeup and sweat that causes you to break out? Like, should they be cleaning their face more to
So more scrubbing is not better to help treat acne. It's not a problem of dirt. It's really a problem of sticky dead skin cells combined with bacteria on the skin that munch on our more oily prone skin. So we control bacteria, we unclog the sticky skin cells, and speed up the turnover of the skin to help treat and manage the acne. And sooner or later, it goes away.
Right.
But it's being patient, obviously, and following the routine.
Managing. And if the over-the-counter products haven't worked after about 2 months, it's time to go see the doctor. Because the last thing that we want is for scarring to start to happen, because that can be trickier to deal with.
And that kind of leads into skin pigmentation issues, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell us what products you have there to prevent that or help with that.
So there are really 2 main categories of products to help manage skin pigmentation.
And that's when your skin is discolored, right?
Right. So the pimple lasts for a week, the dark spot lasts for 3 months. Right?
Yes.
Or you've been pregnant or you take birth control pills and you get melasma, that unwanted pigmentation around the lip or the cheeks, looks like dirt, won't wash off. Okay. So we have 2 categories. There's hydroquinone, which is really the only ingredient that can be called a skin lightener. It is available over the counter up to 3% and available as a prescription starting at 4%.
Now, how long does it take for that to work?
It takes several weeks to several months, depending on how much pigment there is and the depth of the pigmentation. And you have to be very careful, because if you use hydroquinones for too long, you can actually have a darkening of the skin. So we have to be careful with these ingredients. Because of some of the risks of hydroquinone, non-hydroquinone skin brighteners have become very popular. And we have ingredients like kojic acid, azelaic acid, licorice extract available in many brands that also help to brighten the skin and fade unwanted pigmentation.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Barbosa. You have beautiful skin, by the way. You have really nice skin. All right, coming up next, we are talking about the latest solutions for male and female hair loss. It affects so many out there. We'll be right back.
All right.
Windy City Live is brought to you by GWC. Call 312-999-9999.
Injured in a car